Hi guys, and welcome back to Caterpillar Cross Stitch. In this week's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can easily turn any small cross-stitched piece into a really cute giftable bookmark. If you're new around here, then please do consider subscribing and supporting the channel. I upload new content every single week on everything to do with cross stitch. And also, if you do enjoy this video, then please leave me a thumbs up down below so that I know to make more videos like this for you next time. So to create your cross-stitched bookmark, all you're going to need is something quite small, some of your finished cross-stitch pieces that are relatively small and in the type of dimensions that you're going to need to make a type of bookmark shape, some scissors, a ruler, some cotton or other embroidery thread, preferably the same thread that you used to actually cross-stitch the piece with itself, some thick cardboard, a pencil and some sticky backed felt. I'll link down below in the description box where I bought all of these supplies from so that you can easily grab them too. So I stitched these mermaid themed cross stitch pieces on a 28 count evenweave fabric. I think the composition of it is a linen as opposed to cotton. It was a really beautifully soft fabric, but that did mean it needed additional support inside. So you'll see that's why I added the card later. First of all, I'm measuring out the dimensions of the finished bookmark. I went for approximately 6 centimetres wide by 16 centimetres long. I'm just using a standard pencil here to mark it out. I did it quite faintly so that you wouldn't see the marks at all when it was stitched and cut. But if you'd rather, there are other things that you can use to mark the fabric with that would either wash out or would iron out, or some sort of invisible pen, or specific markings for fabric like dressmaker's chalk. Next, I'm using my orange super sharp Fiskars fabric scissors that I use all the time to cut out the cross-stitched piece according to the marks I've made in those dimensions. You can make it longer, thinner, shorter and wider, just depending on the dimensions of the cross-stitched piece. I recommend leaving at least 1 to 2 centimetres gap allowance around all of the sides away from the cross-stitched area. Next, I'm cutting my sticky backed felt, which I just got from eBay, into the exact same dimensions as the fabric for the cross-stitch. I just bought this sticky backed felt off eBay. I managed to find the exact same shade as the bright turquoise embroidery cotton I actually used in the cross stitch piece itself, so it works really well and ties in. You could use any colour felt you liked for this bookmark, but I think it works really well if you choose a shade that matches the cotton itself. Next, I peel off the sticky back of the felt. This bit seriously could not be easier, and it was really super sticky. So I then attached the card, which I cut a bit smaller than the felt itself to leave a bit of the sticky gap around the sides. Then I placed on top the stitched even weave piece and made sure that was really secure around all sides. As you can see here, I've got 2 bookmarks I'm going to be doing for my daughter. This was for her birthday, which was a mermaid theme. We've got this lovely cross-stitch seahorse, starfish, anchor, and of course a mermaid to go with the theme. The even weave itself was really soft, luxurious. This actually came from a kit back in the 80s, I believe, that I actually inherited. And it's a really soft vintage style, creamy colour. So I also managed to save some of the bright turquoise embroidery thread or floss from the kit. This is the same colour that I used to stitch the body of the seahorse. And I'm using a really simple blanket stitch here just to attach the even weave fabric to the sticky backed felt. So I tied a knot in my cotton. I'm using 3 strands here. I only used 2 strands of the 6 strands from the cotton when I did the cross stitch, but to go around the outside using the blanket stitch on this piece, I wanted it to be a bit thicker. So I've gone for 3 strands. When I started off, I did tie a small knot in this, which I pushed down in between these 2 layers so it wouldn't be visible. I start at the back and push the needle through to the front, but then instead of pulling it completely tight, I push the needle through the loop I make to make it really secure and to finish off that blanket stitch nicely. I think this gives a really lovely finish to the piece. It's not meant to be absolutely perfect. It's handmade. I think it gives a really lovely sort of old-fashioned heirloom effect to it, and I'm hoping this is something that my daughter really appreciates and looks after and cherishes for years to come as she reads through all of her library books over the years, and maybe, who knows, she'll have these when she's older and maybe give them to her daughter one day. So these are the finished bookmarks. We've got the seahorse and the mermaid. You can see all of the supplies here. Also my gingerbread man magnetic needle minder, which you can grab from our website. I'll link that down below. And she's currently going to be using this in her current school book, which is Roald Dahl's George's Marvellous Medicine. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this quick and easy cross-stitch bookmark tutorial. There's loads of other videos on the channel for you to check out. I think we're at over 50 now. So thank you for being here. If you'd like to join our email newsletter list, you can get a free ebook which contains 6 beginner cross-stitch patterns. So the link for that is down below in the description box. Otherwise, thanks again for being here, and come back next week for more cross-stitch videos. Thanks guys, have a great week. Bye.